Well, I try to do the very best I can for every patient that we have. They're all really important to us, and we enjoy the community so much and have such a nice variety of people that we get to care for, and the staff love them, we love them, and they're the best.
Here at the Heart Center, every patient is my patient. Whether they walk in the door or they call the triage office, they're all treated with respect and compassion, and as I would treat a family member. So we had a call that came into the triage prescription line voicemail a few months ago, and not quite sure how this call came to that line, but it was a 22-year-old woman who explained in her message that she's a heroin addict. She was distraught, crying, begging for help. She had been referred by her primary care doctor to the local recovery clinic, and she had been waiting to get a phone call from the intake people. She explained that she was using actively. She was afraid she was going to die, and she also was concerned because her boyfriend had already been treated and was in recovery, and she was jeopardizing his sobriety. We called her back, made sure that she was safe, and then we told her we would do whatever we could. We then called the recovery clinic and explained the situation and asked them if they would please call her today, and they assured us that they would. And then we called her back, told her that we had spoke with them and that she could expect a phone call that day. We also gave her the number for the crisis line if she felt like she was a danger to herself, and told her she could call us anytime if there was anything else that we could do. So I treated this young lady with the respect that she deserved and the compassion. She's someone's daughter, someone's sister, someone's girlfriend, and I would hope that she would be treated just like any other patient, even though she wasn't technically my patient. She is my patient.
So it was at the end of our day, and I was bringing a patient in to get ready to see one of our cardiologists. And during the intake process, he informed me that he had just lost his wife and that he was moving from their longtime home into a new home, and that he was not feeling well and he was just stressed out. He just did not need one more thing on his plate. And unfortunately, he had to be transported over to the hospital for admission. And he indicated to our charge nurse that he had out in his car his beloved cat in a cat carrier. He had left the windows cracked open, but he was concerned because he had nobody in the immediate area to come get his cat. And the only family members he had lived up in northern Vermont and one out of state. So he's quite concerned who would come to take care of his cat. We reassured him that somebody would be here to take care of the situation. He gave us the contact information to his relatives, and my charge nurse immediately started to try to contact them. I contacted the Humane Society, explained the situation, and they were more than happy to help us out with that. I drove the cat to the Humane Society, and in the meantime, we were able to contact a family member who was going to come the next day to pick up the cat. We called the emergency room and let the patient know that the situation had been resolved and that a family member was coming to pick up the cat. He was very pleased and very relieved that the situation had been taken care of. And I was very happy that we were able to take one less thing off his plate and he could finally relax and take care of himself and worry about what was at hand and not worry about his companion, his beloved cat. So I was very happy that we not only take care of our patients and their family members, but also their little furry companions also.
Patient came into the Heart Center for her appointment with one of our providers, and the provider was out of the office that day. After looking through her calendar, we realized that her appointment was at a nearby office. The patient relied on outside transportation. So we established where she was supposed to be, and I just brought her up to the other appointment, walked her up there, got her settled in, and then came back to the office, called her transportation, and made sure that they knew where to pick her back up. All of us at the Heart Center realize that we are not the only part of a patient's health care. We realize that we're a part of a big community team, and that's how we establish the best patient care. We're very proud of that here at the Heart Center.
So I am the front office assistant here at the Rutland Heart Center. We see patients as young as 12 and as old as 102. Oftentimes they may be anxious or nervous, unsure of what they're coming in for. We offer a lot of diagnostic testing as well as consults. So I do my best to explain what they are here for to them as well as their family members. I think it's important to name the nurse or the technician that's going to take them next. I feel it puts them more at ease. So it's nice to say Kathy is the nurse for Dr. Obatello today. And I back that up by saying they will take good care of you. I truly believe that. We have a great team here, and at every interaction that does go forth.
Well, every patient that comes into the Rutland Heart Center is treated with respect and care. You know, they go up to the front office and they are greeted with a smile, and they're introduced by whomever is checking them in. And so once they get to the clinical staff person that takes them, there's another introduction, and they do their intake. We care a lot for our patients. By the time they get to the provider, they have a very welcoming feeling, and I'm sure that they're set at ease because we've been so wonderful caring for them up to that point. They see our great providers, and then in the end, when they leave, if they've come just for an office visit, our checkout people make sure that everything that they've needed has been taken care of. There are many times that I get called up to the front office to talk to patients that have come in, whether they're just starting their visit or ending their visit at our clinic, who want to express to me what a wonderful experience they've had here. And they go through and they say everybody that they've encountered and how wonderful and welcoming they were. So I really feel that we always put the patient first. We treat them with a lot of respect and care, and we make them a part of our family here. It's really quite an honor to work here. It's wonderful to be here and to see how all of the staff interact with our patients and treat every patient as family.